LMGs in Battlefield 2042 just got a massive upgrade after the latest update 3.1, which was the last update for the year. This update really made some great changes to the gunplay when it comes to recoil and spread, and the weapons that got the most out of it are the LMGs. Basically because the light machine guns got a decrease in recoil, and with even smaller spread of range, well, it makes them absolute killing machines. But out of the two, I feel like the PKP really stands out right now, and it's rapidly becoming one of my favorite guns in the game. But before we get into the stats and what the best attachments for this are, make sure to like and subscribe to help the channel grow. You guys have been absolutely amazing lately, so I can't thank you guys enough. But now for the PKP, well, this thing it's godlike now, and it's really good especially in game modes like Breakthrough when defending or when going for big flanks. The PKP is a heavy hitter with really good fire rate. It's around 800 rounds per minute, and for an LMG that is absolutely amazing. It has low recoil and most of it's vertical, so it's much easier to control, and if used correctly this gun can really do some good damage on the battlefield. Now let's get into the best attachments for this weapon. For the scope I like to use the normal red dot. I find this the most clean when it comes to visibility, and it's really useful when fighting close range, but I also like to keep a 2.5x or a 3x scope in the plus system just so I can have a bit more zoom when fighting players at long range. I really love the fact that you can change attachments on the go in 2042, the plus system it's a really nice addition to the game. Next up for the barrel, I use the Warhawk compensator mainly because it helps with horizontal recoil. The vertical one, as I said, it's easier to manage, you just have to drag down on your mouse. For the magazine, I use the high power extended just because it gives you 200 rounds in a mag. Of course there are some that give you more fire rate or better ADS, but from my playtime I feel like the 200 one is the best because you can sustain fire for so much longer before having to reload. When it comes to the grip, we only have one option, and that is the factory mounts. Really wish there would be more options, but for now this one has to do. So these are pretty much the best attachments for the PKP. Of course you can put more things in the plus system to play around with what works for you best. And if you manage to find better attachments for this, let me know in the comments. I really want to hear your guys' loadouts. So at the end, the PKP is an absolute monster that can ruin enemies' days if used correctly. As I said, this gun is really good for defensive play in Breakthrough, but can be really good also when flanking people because of the good fire rate and ammo count. It will be outplayed by SMGs at close range. At the end of the day, it's still an LMG. And I would also advise you to try to tack sprint as little as possible because this is an LMG and ADS time is really not your friend. I would really recommend using McKay as your specialist or Sundance just because they are more mobile and can get you into better positions where you can rain down fire on the enemies. And let me tell you that positioning in this game, it makes a huge difference, especially with LMGs because they're so much slower. So always try to take advantage of rooftops or just try to better position yourself in front of the enemy. So this is pretty much it about the PKP. I really feel like it's the best LMG in the game out of the only two sadly, but hey, more guns will come with season 1. The last update I really feel like it did a lot of good to the gunplay, and they're really getting closer to that open beta one where it was almost perfect to say the least. Let me know in the comments guys if you think that this gun is really good now, or if you're already using the gun, or if you're planning to use it, and what is your go-to loadout. Don't forget to like to help with the algorithm, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.